Alright guys, Cheeky Scouts are back, haven't been here for a while. Just have a little look at this, if it focuses. I'll explain that later. But I'm going to shoot a FX Wildcat 0.20. So if you want to see why, see how it does, just keep watching the video. And yes, a Wildcat FX 0.20, and I'm going to do some shooting. I'll let you know how it groups. Down the range, I'm going to stick a target up shortly, and let's see how it does. So these are the pellets I'm going to be using. Virach 0.20, Field Target Trophies H&N, and good old JSB Exacts. Here's the target. So I'll go and put this down range, and I'll be back with you in a minute after I've put the target up. So here we go. Here's your FX Wildcat 0.20 Mark II Wildcat FX Smooth. Dare to say smooth though. There's the 3 tins of pellets. Yeah, I shouldn't say smooth. FX Wildcat 0.20. Give you the other information later on. Here's the target down range. So I'm going to do a full magazine at each target in that order, what the pellets are. So first of all, it's going to be the Virach on the left, JSB on the right, and then the middle one last. So let's get this focused in. Here you go, just about worked that out I think. This is a 30 yards, sorry a bit wobbly, hang on, let's just tighten the stand up a bit. So 30 yards, 8 shots, and you can see the order there, Virach left, FT exact, all 2.0 pellets, JSBs on the right, and H&N Field Target Trophies. Hope that stays still. These are 2-inch targets because I've got no idea what the pellets are going to shoot like. Don't know what the grouping's going to be like. And let's go. Let's see. Nice. Oh. So, first magazine, Virach, top left corner. FT Exact 0.20. Say there's not as many 0.20 pellet choices online as what there is 177 or 22. So this is what I'm going to use anyway, the 3 tins I've got. Way down to the left. Don't know whether you can see that grouping. Shot down to the bottom left. I think there's about 6 pellets through 1 hole and 2 stragglers. So next up is the JSBs. So this is all about grouping. I'm going to put 3 clicks on the scope, just bring it up a bit. They were 13.3 grain, the Virach pellets. So the JSBs are 13.7. So I don't want them going off the card. I'll just do a couple of clicks just so as you can see the grouping. I say it's not about hitting the bullseye, it's about the grouping of the pellets. So let's see how these group. Top right target next. That's better, you can see them hitting the target. 2-inch shooting C's. while the grouping on them, the JSBs nowhere near as good as the Virach FT Exacts. Next up are the H&N Field Target Trophies. The Field Target Trophies only weigh 11.42 grain, whereas the others were 13.3 and 13.7. So let's see how the H&N do. They're up next. So middle target, these should shoot slightly above the centre, but I will aim for the centre. Let's see what the grouping's like. H&N Field Target Trophy 0.20. So that's an 8-shot magazine. I think I've put 6 through one hole, one slightly high, one slightly low. That's not bad grouping that, because the FX Wildcat does only hold 8 shots. So I'll go and get the target, bring them back, get me 5p piece out, and let's see what the grouping's like properly. Right, here we go, got the target back, the Virach. Bit of a flyer there. I'm almost certain that wasn't me, because I had the Wildcat on that block. Won't be moving much. So here's the 5p. Wow, that's a close fit. That's just about covered it. Next up, the JSBs. Whichever way I turn that, just so you know, it is a 5p. I've got basically 2 groups of 3 there, I think. Looks like it. So JSB 0.20, not too good. Which were them. The Virach was in there. JSB. Now, H&N Field Target Trophy 5p. Well, actually, got 4 through one hole, 1 at the top, 1 at the bottom. I'll blame the pellets for that again. I'm almost certain that wasn't me. Not blowing my own trumpet, but 4 through one hole. Probably squeeze 5 out of it. It was a bit slide the 5p around, but not bad grouping by the H&N. Better grouping than what I thought, actually. So I'm actually going to give the winner to the Virach. So information on this 2-0 is coming up next. Right, here we go. So I don't know if you can see that. I'll move it across. So the barrel, let's turn it lengthways. That's the barrel there, if it's in focus. So what you do is, if you want an FX Wildcat 0.20, don't ring FX, don't go to your local gunsmiths because they don't sell them. This was borrowed off a chap called Mr. Clark. He bought it from Chambers. It was FT crowned using his lathe, he'd done it himself. 12mm external diameter, because there's a couple of choices on the website. You can get the rifle barrel delivered to your door, but obviously you've got to do the rest of the work yourself. You got a probe, a 177 probe, machined it, a sleeve and slipped it, you got a piece of brass and slipped it over the 177 probe to make it 2-0. Got a 177 magazine, drilled that out to 0.20. But as you can see, if you're going, I don't know, hunting, ratting, whatever you're doing, a bit of extermination on the rodents that you don't want, you've got a bit more speed than a 2.2, a bit more hitting power than a 177, but it can be done. But you do need someone with a lathe, or take it down to your local gunsmiths. They might be able to crown the end of your barrel for you, fit it on, make sure it's aligned, but that's what you can do. So FX Wildcat 0.20, not an FX item up to now, you never know, they might change their minds. But thanks for watching. You've seen the grouping. Any more information, drop us a line.